Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to share post-reflection from my oral history project. So the major takeaways were that learning does not occur in a vacuum. Our learning experiences are affected by so many factors inside and outside of the classroom. So typically when we think about it, we only think about, what happens inside the classroom. But from the interview, it was clear that the learning experiences were affected by, family, what was going on in the family and the cultural influences, as well as things inside the classroom. So it is affected by so many factors. The other takeaway was that an environment where students feel free to ask questions that facilitates their learning better because, as the interviewee mentioned, that there was an environment of fear that was created, and that basically, even though the student was inquisitive, the person as a student was inquisitive, but since he didn't get those opportunities to ask questions, so that served as, a negative motivator in that case. But knowing that education is for everyone, I think that was one of the things that in situations where the conditions are not conducive for learning, having that belief that yes, education is for everyone can serve as a strong intrinsic motivator. And in the end, throughout the interview, the major theme was having a growth mindset and having inquisitiveness that helps you basically be a better person, be a better professional. So what does that mean for us as educators in a multicultural, education? It means that we have to make an effort to know our students, because if we know our students better, then we can facilitate their learning better, right? So taking that time to actually know them, not just as students, but know them as people. It's important to create a learning environment that actually promotes interaction and promotes that environment where students can ask questions, be inquisitive, right, without any kind of fear. And even though from this interview it was clear that some people just have a strong intrinsic motivation, sometimes even if everything outside is negative, they will still push on and achieve what they want to achieve. But it's important to know that not everyone is like that. So as educators, we have to create an environment that is fun for everyone, or that encourages everyone. So growth mindset and inquisitiveness are important not just for students, but also for us as educators, because they help us be better teachers, better educators, be better people, right? So just an image here or a quote from Albert Einstein: "I have no special talents, I'm only passionately curious." And that was something that was mentioned, in the first session that we had for our master's degree as well, that being inquisitive is such a key to learning, right? Because once you have that curiosity, that basically, then you're going to look for, answers or look for solutions and try to better ourselves, in terms of not just our education or professional development, but also as persons, right? Some references, basically, what we learned in that interview is supported by what we have learned already in some of the theories of learning. I could see shades of, constructivism, humanism, again, the mindset theory that we learned about in the beginning. So overall, it was a great experience for me to interview a person from the community and get to know them actually better than, even though I knew the person for almost 4 years, but actually knowing their story, it gave me a better idea about how they got where they are now, right? So it's those authentic stories. So as educators, I think it's going to be helpful, not just in the context of Caribbean education, but some of the themes could actually apply across, all contexts. I can say not just to that stage of learning. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this, and I look forward to seeing your takeaways. Thank you.